everybody else. Oh shit, we're recording in progress, bro.
Oh my God.
So moving's going very slow.
Very, because I'm putting it off every day. Tomorrow we get the keys, so we're going to meet the carpet cleaner people there. Just even though it's been cleaned, I get it cleaned again, so I know it's like anything.
Well, that's
But
good.
then I just went through my cupboards, threw out clothes. Tomorrow when we get the keys, I'll probably just grab all my coat clothes on hangers from in the car, get to the new place, and hang them straight up.
Yeah. You know what I want to do this weekend, and I actually wanted to ask you.
My wife brought me this.
Oh,
How
very
how
nice. What is
gin,
that?
raspberry gin in
That's a
sugar-free lemonade.
I gotta try that. I got this weekend. I gotta pick up raspberry
It's not
gin.
even 1 p.m. in the afternoon. I'm already on the fucking gin.
That's all right. There's nothing wrong with
My name's Lee Priest, and I'm an alcoholic.
that. I'm gonna stop by the guy who does my tattoos. Like I have so many, right?
Are you
The
going to get
last
my name?
one's over here, but
You're going to get my name on you?
no, no.
Ah,
But I wanted I was thinking about getting a hand tattoo, right? Like
oh,
right here.
oh, yeah. They're good ones. Those ones.
What the hell? Yeah, what is that?
Uh, that one there was like a phoenix.
Oh, all right.
That was a blue, but it needs to be done again. But then all the other stuff was just, I don't know.
And I don't remember if it was you.
Yes, the hand hurts.
Is it you or was it you or Stacks that told me a hand swell up real bad?
Probably me. Swells up like a boxing mitt.
Even if when you put it here on your
Yeah, even just here, because I think just because it's so thin on the skin and the bones,
uh
it just gets like really puffy for a day or two from the fluid, just the irritation.
yeah. And
Yeah,
I have a couple ideas. I want to get a couple of things actually,
like a
but
Superman S with Priest in the middle. Beautiful idea,
yeah,
John.
that's
I
a good
see where
idea.
you're coming from.
Yeah. Yeah.
Great. I can't wait to see it.
I have a couple of ideas that I definitely want to get. One of them is that I wanted to get on my hand self-made. Yeah.
Um,
And then the other one I wanted was I wanted a bald eagle, but I don't like the American flag behind the bald eagle. I wanted a bald eagle, but I saw this one tattoo that had the bald eagle and it had red, white, and red, white, and
Drew.
blue. Yeah, red, white, and blue paint droppings. That's what it looked
Oh,
like.
yeah.
It was like paint splatter, but in red, white,
That
and
look
blue.
good. That look good.
And then,
What about that military flag you can get? Like the one snipers and different groups use with the Punisher logo on it.
yeah, I'm just, I'm not a
Not
sniper.
into the flags.
No, yeah, I'm just not a flag person. Like, and then
A
the
rainbow flag would be nice behind the bald eagle.
the Rambo flag. I never saw the
A
Rambo.
rainbow, a rainbow.
Oh,
And the bald eagle flying, carrying the rainbow flag in its
yeah,
mouth.
yeah, yeah. And instead of bows and arrows, he's got a dildo in one hand.
Yeah. That'd be beautiful.
Dorian, what's up, dude?
Hey, gentlemen.
John's discussing his gay hand tattoo ideas.
Yeah,
Again?
yeah,
Yeah. I thought he was going to get the Superman emblem with Priest in it on his hand, but he's not.
yeah. No, unfortunately, I'm not. So I wanted. Whoa,
What up?
Oh,
look at Jason On's all dressed spiffy.
I'm going to say, look, for a moment, there looked like he had a gown on ready for bed.
Where are you?
It's just a flannel. I'm in Ohio at the Arnold this week.
Oh, that's right.
I
That's
think I could
right.
have been, actually, I would have been on my way there now traveling if I had been going.
Oh, that's
Oh
right.
yeah.
That's right. You're right about that. Yeah, I forgot. How come you're not going? Because of the house?
Oh, that too. But then when I got sick from the last trip, they recommended I don't travel for another month. So
Oh, right. Okay. And what were you going to go to the Arnold for? For Jim Reapers or?
yeah, Gym Reapers, yeah, because they've got a big booth there, and they're set up at Pro's Gym as well. And they, if you go down, Jason, they have a great Pro Gym Lee Priest T-shirt you can get from Gym Reapers.
Do I get a spec? Do I have a code? Do I get a code
Just
where I
say
get
Lee told me to get some fucking shirts, and I'm taking them, cunts.
Yeah.
That's the code.
right. Dude,
How you
to
do?
be honest, dude, I got a couple meetings and I got a dinner meeting tomorrow night and a couple early Friday. I'm getting the fuck out of there, dude.
Yeah.
My daughter's got soccer tournaments all weekend. I don't want to miss it,
Yeah,
but
right.
hey,
But
John, I fucking your dog passed away.
yeah, yesterday.
Yeah,
I'm
Lola.
sorry, dude.
Poor Lola.
That's hard.
It's all right, man. Thank you. She was 16 and she wasn't doing good. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
she was
yeah.
falling. She couldn't walk anymore and she couldn't control her shit and piss. It was time. And even when the vet came to the house and
Oh,
the vet came to the house to put the other two dogs upstairs. And even when the vet came, she was just laying on the couch. And as soon as she put the sedation in, and then once she put the uh, the euthanasia,
Was it
euthanasia.
bright?
yeah.
Well,
Was it bright green like the stuff here?
I didn't notice, to be honest
Uh,
with you. And but before she even like had the entire um injection into the tube into the dog, she was gone. Like so
Okay.
the vet was like she was ready to go. Like it took less than what normally would put a dog down. So she was ready to go. It was just time. It
Right.
was about time. Yeah, man. Listen, she's 16 years old, which is a good long age for a pit bull. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it is what it is. And plus, this is the third time I went through it, so I'm getting more and more like
Oh
accept.
yeah, dude. I've been through it. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's right. It never gets easy,
yeah,
but yeah.
right. It's just what happens is because we're dog people and we always have two or three dogs at a time. It's becoming an acceptable fate. Like I understand at this point. Like the first time we had to do it, like really sucked. The second time was wasn't easy, but it sucked. It was better than the first time, and this time it sucked, but I kind of accepted it better. You know?
last
Yeah.
time, last time I put a dog to sleep, I told the vet the bitch is in the lounge room, and when I went in there, my wife was dead.
Oh man. Yeah. So listen.
Going on.
No, yeah. So Dorian, I go to work today, and the other two, Jay will get this joke pretty good. I don't know if you guys will get it, but I will go to work today, and I got a good friend of mine who's always breaking my balls, but it's all in good fun. So he said to me, he said, how'd everything go with the dog? And I said, everything went smooth, no problem. I told him exactly what I told you guys, and he goes, how much did you have to pay the vet to come to the house and do that? And I went $720. And he went, $720, man, you pay too much. I got a guy. Should have went to the guy I go to.
Well, uses a shovel.
I got a guy
Uses a
looking for
shovel.
50.
Yeah, I got a guy did it for $12 on a shovel. It would have been a little.
Right. Sounds right.
Yeah, right. Anyway,
I
so
saw
this.
my friend actually speaking of that, as bad as it is. I had a friend, he had this cat, and this thing was all mangy. It was going to die. I said, well, get the vet to come put it to sleep. Now, he used to have emu farm, so he's like a typical Aussie out bush, like you'd think of the crocodile hunter. G'day, mate. Fuck these. Would be in, he'd come visit me. Do you ever remember Rod and his wife was a pro, Jason? What was her name? He was from Australia. His wife was Andrea. Was it Andrea? Andrea? You might have known her at the time. She was competing back in the Arnold back in the day. They're both from Australia, and that he used to put on powerlifting events, but it's just so Aussie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but Rod Sylvia, if I showed a picture, you'd probably know him. But yeah, we'll be at like Starbucks, and he'd just be talking loud about black people and the fucking blacks, this and that. And I look over my shoulder, there's a table of them. So I go, Rod. I said, fucking, this is what he does. He turns around, table full of black people. He goes, yeah, I told you, they're fucking everywhere. Look. I'm like, you're going to get me killed. And then a woman comes past, big titties. He just looks at her. He goes, there's some nice fucking tits you got, love. I'm like, right. He goes, what? She paid for them. I'm just giving her a fucking compliment. She's got hey. It's just that type of loudmouth fucking.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, my God.
That's the type of guy you go out with and you wind up spending a night in jail.
Yeah, exactly. He's like typical out the bush type person. Like those Alaskan people.
You know what the worst part about it was? Like, I was cool. Like, the vet came. I was kind of accepting that Lola was, she was laying on the couch. She couldn't move anyway, whatever. So I had to pick her up after the vet, and I had to put her in the, there's like a little body bag you got to put her in. You know what I mean?
Oh man.
Yeah, but the worst part was this one got to me a little bit. I didn't realize that this was going to happen. I had the other two dogs upstairs.
Mhm.
And Lee, you told me, and
Let
I
them see the
didn't
dog.
think of
Yeah,
it. To be honest with you, I wasn't even thinking of it.
yeah.
I let them out of the bed.
They always say you should let the other animals see the dog or cat once it's passed, because then they, for some reason, they can accept it. I've seen a lot of people have done it where they have dogs, they put it to sleep, but then they let the pets come in, the pets sort of sniff it, and they sort of have an understanding that the other animal's gone.
It would make sense because they are pack animals, right? So it
Yeah.
would make sense, right? So I let the other two out because they're in the bedroom upstairs, and the boy, the bulldog, the male, he doesn't give a shit. He's chewing on his bone, but the female kept running up and down the stairs looking for her.
Yeah.
Oh,
She would go upstairs and go downstairs, and then she would go by the kitchen, and then she'd go back upstairs, and she's going. I'm like, oh fuck! But and today she was fine. If I came up today, it was like nothing happened. But anyway, um, all right, this weekend starts the Arnold Classic and the kickoff to the bodybuilding season in 2025.
Woo!
Yeah, I know.
Is it just like me? Look, it's like I understand the Arnold's a big show and that, but I guess now it's just because of social media, which is good. But we see these guys so much now, and a lot of posters like, yeah, Jason and that. We remember back in the old days when all you saw was the magazines. Half the
yeah.
time you wouldn't see who you're competing against until the day of the show. It was
Oh,
just
yeah,
like it was an excitement. It was an
yeah,
excitement to see who turned up and what shape they're in, because you had no idea unless you saw
yeah,
them somewhere.
Yeah. See, from your
right.
perspective, from you guys, the three of your perspective, I get it. From a fan's perspective, they want to know what the quote
Oh,
unquote
fuck the
experts are
fans.
thinking.
They get too much fucking shit these days. They get too.
No. Don't fuck the fans. I need them. I need them to
That's
make a
okay
living.
for us talking, but I mean, when it comes to photos and that, they get so spoilt now. It's like, even if one pro doesn't post for 4 days, why haven't you posted? Why haven't you given us updates? It's like, shut the fuck up. Be
Right.
grateful if he gives you one, you prick.
Well,
So,
that's why nobody goes to the shows anymore, because they
yeah,
they see them, and people keep doing it, and we've talked about it before, like what's going to be the line, and I think it's going to be when people finally say, "Fuck you, I'm not putting it up." You want to see how I look, or you
yeah,
come to a show, you know?
Yeah, unfortunately, that's not going to happen because a lot of these guys, their bloodline,
bags.
they're all their oil line, their money line is from social media, so they're going to put it up.
I
Yeah,
just keep drinking
But
my gay gin in my
I
gay
I
glass.
like doing the breakdowns because I'm a fan first, and this is what people want to
Mm,
hear. They want to
yeah,
hear what we think. So
yeah,
I do like doing the
yeah,
breakdowns, and I do like doing the previews, and I do like doing the wrap ups afterwards because this is what people really want to fucking hear. They love
yeah.
this
You
shit.
just like looking at men in posing trunks and oil, you
Yeah,
prick.
absolutely, especially Bo. Oh, with the
Just
Bo's got to get
watch me drink my gin in the gay glass.
yeah. Dorian, we got to get Bo. Dorian, we got to get Bo posing trunks with an elephant trunk in front of it. I wonder if they
oh,
have.
A boa constrictor.
Yeah, something like that.
yeah.
Armon, what's up, dude?
What's up, man? Just got home from kiddo's first soccer practice.
How
Be funny if you cut Bo's cock open and there was a tribal guy laying in there that been swallowed.
it was what?
So it'd be funny if you cut Bo's cock open and there's a tribal guy in there that got swallowed in the Amazon.
Like a guy from the village in South Africa or something like that. Like he is sick fuck. Armon, perfect timing, man. We just first of all, how'd your little guy's soccer practice go?
Good, good. This is his first one, so
Yeah. Fucking on both Arns' daughters are gonna be soccer stars. They're like crazy
uh,
soccer
how old
How
are
players.
they?
old how old's your son, Arma?
He's 5.
Yeah, I got a 16-year-old and a 12 turning 13. And my
Okay,
16-year-old, she's already in like the college recruitment stage now, so it's all,
awesome. Did
yeah,
you
it's just
play?
what's that?
Did you play?
No, my way, I was a wrestler and a football player before bodybuilding, but my wife had a full ride to college. She was a D1 soccer athlete, so
Wow, nice.
so
Yeah,
They're on the same. These two are on the same road,
yeah,
basically.
yeah.
yeah,
I
I got
played. Yeah,
I got a
I loved it.
32-year-old.
yeah.
Yeah, she's in
Where,
school.
where'd you play, Emma?
She's in school. She's in
I
school
played
now.
all the
You're
way.
32.
I played overseas when I was 17, the ODP national team.
No shit.
So yeah, so I went far. So I was on the way to turn pro in soccer. And like at the time we were playing, and we represented the Dallas Texans. We represented the United States. We lost to Poland in the finals, but it's a Gothia Cup. It's a big tournament over there.
Yeah, and
And so,
you switched to bodybuilding after a soccer career?
well, my
Did you
dad
get a head
played
injury or what happened?
my uncle played professional for the Iranian national team, and then my coach was also played with my uncle for the Iranian national team. He was our coach, so it wasn't fun. It was at the towards the end. It wasn't fun. It was very
I get it.
harsh, and then so I had some knee issues. So I was like, okay, I'm going to take a season off. I have Osgood Slaughters, and so I started working out to kind of help with rehabilitation. And I went and played a year again. I was too big. I was running around. I'd get too pumped up, had too much muscle on, and then I didn't know anything about bodybuilding, and I was like, I want to do my first show, and then I was burnt out on soccer, and then if I could go back, I would have stuck with soccer.
Why?
A little more money.
Is the Iranian team like the Chinese team? I always figure if you play for China or Iran or someone, if you don't win, then you never get heard from again. It's like you just disappear.
Yeah.
No,
Was it the Iranian team? Wasn't there, or was it in Brazil where that ref caught a bad thing and they killed him after the game?
Yeah, it was Brazil, right?
Was it?
Arntz, wasn't it Brazil? He scored for the wrong team and they killed him.
Brazil or Portugal?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was one of those.
a
language.
a few things like that. I didn't play for the Iranian team. I was, played for the United States, represented in the ODP Olympia Development Program.
Well, excuse me for being stereotypical there. Sorry.
Yeah, I've never even been to Iran, but yeah, I love soccer. I love soccer. It was, but I just got burned out, and bodybuilding came along, and I was like, okay, let's see what this is about, and I was like,
all right. Well, unfortunately, we got to change topics and we got to talk about the Arnold Classic. Yeah, I know it's a bodybuilding channel.
Oh, that.
Yeah, but unfortunately, so I'll just start off.
Upset everyone. Upset everyone.
Yeah, I'm just gonna start off. I'm sticking to my guns. It's gonna be Samson 1 and Derek 2. So let's start off with the first 1 or 2. Do you guys think there's gonna be any upset in 1 and 2?
Dude, I don't know, but if Carlos comes in shape, he's gonna fuck some people up.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's a dark horse. Exactly.
Andrew too, I think, if he comes in shape, because I don't know, it's like if they judge it fairly, there could be a few upsets. I don't want him to have that mindset of, Derek's Mr. Olympia, that's good, so is Brandon, but I want you to be judged on how they look on the day, not he's been Mr. Olympia, so you get that sort of, little head start type thing. Because to me, looking at Clarita at the moment, I'm thinking, fuck, he could, if it's judged fairly, he could crack top 6, so.
I know, he looks good. But do you think any of the other guys realistically have a chance of cracking the top 2? Dorian, go ahead.
Yeah, I think Andrew Jackson win the show potentially. I don't, obviously I think Derek and Samson, they're 1 and 2. But if anybody's going to knock them off, I'd say Andrew Jackson, the man to do it.
Okay. Go ahead, Armon. What do you think?
yeah, Andrew, I agree. Andrew has amazing physique. It's a bodybuilding show. Somehow something happens, they both are off, and Andrew can easily win. But yeah, I have Samson first, Derek second, so. But Brandon, I saw his pictures and stuff like that. I think still the legs, and as you get older, the legs come down, and I think that's going to be an issue when he's, amazing upper body, but with the other guys, the leg department.
What about you, Owen? Do you think anybody can crack the top 2 realistically besides Samson and Derek?
Well, I think the whole argument comes in where, just like what Armand just said, like if Samson's in shape and if Derek's in shape, right? Mm-hmm. You have to almost assume that these guys are top pros. They both won Mr. Olympia before. They have to be in shape, right?
Right.
And I think the comment should be if Carlos is in shape.
Okay.
I'm telling you, dude, I think that's your top 3. I think Andrew Jack will be 4th. But I think Carlos, if he's in shape, he's going to restructure that whole top 3 around.
Yeah.
He's just a nasty fucking dude.
But
Yeah.
that double bicep shot of his, I actually prefer, even though it's like still it was taken probably 5 days ago, that front double bicep of his, Carlos Jr.'s doing. I prefer that his front double bicep than Derek's.
And I'm biased because I love Carlos. I love his dad, but
Everybody does. They're likable people. They're very likable.
This is not a biased opinion. I mean,
Right.
this is, from me, a former pro, and seeing what I've seen with, with guys the past couple decades. Dude, he's a star, dude, and he has it all.
Yeah.
So I think this is a great showing for him. I saw the last pictures of him from, I think, a day or two ago. And he looks good, but he's got to dry out a little more. But if he does, dude, he could beat Samson.
Bo, what's up, dude?
Man, I ain't too much. Just got in the house, man.
Yo, we decided that we were going to buy you posing trunks with an elephant trunk in front of it.
I appreciate that. I so need them. Now I can have some room in there.
I said get a boa constrictor or anaconda on the front of it.
Yeah.
Or get the one with the anteater on it.
All right.
That's what you call the uncut, the anteater.
Yeah, that's right. Bo, realistically, everybody's looking at Samson 1, Derek 2. Do you think anybody else in that lineup has the ability realistically to break the top 2? To push them out of the top 2?
No.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think it's going to be Samson 1, Derek 2. And I don't and I agree with you on it. I think Andrew Jack is going to be battling for third or fourth because if guys like Carlos come in shape, let's not forget Akeem Williams. And I've seen him up close and personal. Akeem looks fucking good. The problem with Andrew is that when you put him in a lineup next to guys like when you put him in a lineup next to guys like Samson, next to guys like Derek, and possibly Carlos, he looks lanky. He looks not filled out.
Yeah, but that's only in his side shots though.
Yeah, but
even in person,
his front double shot, even his front double.
He got probably the best front double out there. You looking at the length of his arm though, like this part of his arm is long.
Yeah.
But look at the overall physique though. That front double, look at the abs, look at the chest, look at the legs. Like he got it in that front double.
I think he's more impressive in person. Like, when I saw him in Texas competing, I was sitting right behind the judges, and he looks great. His stage presence. He doesn't look like he likes being up there. And he said, asked him before, like, get more aggressive with your posing, and he said, that's not my personality. Like, well, you want to win, you gotta, be a little more aggressive with your posing. He's a little lax with it.
Look, I'm going. How old is Andrew Jack now?
38, 39.
Yeah, so he's up. So listen, I'm just gonna say it. This is going to be his career. He's going to be able to win a Texas, win an overseas show, win a Chicago, win a New York Pro. But when it gets to the Arnold Classic and when it gets to the Olympia, these guys make him look stringy because those top 3 or 4 guys are so big. I don't think he's ever going to be able to get past that because we've been waiting for him to fill out his frame in the last 3 or 4 years, and he hasn't been able to really do it. He put on a little bit, but we've been kind of waiting for him to do the Samson thing, where he just fucking fills out that frame, but he doesn't seem to be able to do it. And even when you look at him now, there's one picture he has up where he has a sleeveless shirt on. He usually puts progress pics of clothes. He looks great, but he looks lanky compared to a Samson and compared to a Derek.
Well, I don't know if it's an issue of him filling out his frame. I think he's certainly big enough. I think it's his limbs. It's his limbs that when you put them
6 of one, half a dozen of another.
Yeah, okay. Right. But when you put it, but just like you said, that's a great point. When you put it next to somebody like a Samson or a Carlos or a Derek, where everything flows, from the wrist all the way to the top of the forearm, to every belly. Lee had shorter arms, but Lee's muscle bellies everywhere were just prominent. There was no space anywhere.
Right.
He has space, in his limbs, and it shows different on stage.
Yeah.
It's like when people would say, Lee, you got short legs. I'm like, well, that's probably why I'm 5'5", you dickhead. I didn't know anyone 5'5" with long legs.
He got
Yeah,
everything he need though to win.
What were you gonna say?
He got everything he need to win the show though. Really?
You think so?
I believe so.
All
like
right.
then nobody see Simpson coming like that.
Okay.
And
his limbs
I
are a
got a
problem.
word from somebody today that actually seen him in person. Well, done seen them with the clothes off. They said it's that Texas look, but probably a little bit better.
Look, I saw Akeem Williams up close and personal last week, and I could sit here and say, yeah, he could be battling that third, fourth, and fifth spot. You know, how about this? If Andrew Jacked breaks 1 or 2, I will buy you the posing trunks with the elephant trunk in the front. All right, Bo?
Hold on. Say that again so I can record that.
Armon, what do you think realistically? Because again, you still got Carlos, which we're all waiting for him to fucking show up.
No, yeah, he was in Texas. I saw him on stage too, and like he's so short and compact, he looks insane. Like like his pictures, like Jason said, if he, I don't know if it's a dialing in issue. It's his muscles just don't separate much. So I don't know if he can get down to that look. A lot of those guys have those real big legs, like Rubio and stuff like that. But they're missing all the deep cuts in them, and so then they look a few weeks out on stage. And so even though they're so impressive, like when they come out there by themselves, once you line them up, once they start posing, then it's like, okay, the guy, even though he might be dotted all the way down, still just like the type of the muscle he carries, he still looks maybe a couple weeks out. So.
Because
it looks like that, like not mature muscle yet. It still looks like young, fresh muscle that needs to, as it gets that maturity look and the cuts get deeper and it gets more defined. Still looks like a young bodybuilder who's put all the mass on, and it just needs to now get all chiseled out and dialed in.
Right. In my opinion, 1 or 2 is already in a lock. I think 3 and back is going to be a battle because, like I said, we got Andrew Jack, we got Carlos, we got Akeem. We have Brandon. We have Bonak. Let's not forget James Hollingshead. James Hollingshead is always dangerous on stage, and we got Clarita, and Clarita has won open shows before. Not against this lineup, but he has won an open show before, and he looks fucking just massive. But it's when you put him on stage when he's 5'2", standing next to an Andrew Jack who's 6'3". That's when he kind of gets overshadowed a little bit, That's the problem.
Yeah, but then you got to stand next to Bonak, though. And
that's right.
And guarantee Bonak gonna be conditioned.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. There's no question. He's definitely coming in condition. But I think what you're gonna see is you're gonna see the guys like Bonak, Brandon, and of course Justin Rodriguez. I think they're gonna be at the bottom of the pack. I think they're gonna be at the end of the line.
I saw Matt do a thing about Derek. He's not sure how Derek's going to do. I think Matt had him down a bit lower.
Matt who?
Matt from Muscle Discord.
Nah, I wouldn't say. I wouldn't. Look,
he played something with Derek sitting there, and Derek was just saying something about whatever, albeit to God again, all this, and Matt's like, God's got nothing to do with your placings coming up. So it's like,
yeah, I do not count out the combination of Derek and Chris Aceto. I'm not counting those guys. I'm not going to say, I can't sit here and say with Chris Aceto's expertise and Derek knowing what his body is like and a former Mr. Olympia, knowing that he's battling for the Mr. Olympia again, and he's a very young man, I don't see him coming in worse shape than he did in the Olympia. And he took third. I see him doing being in a lot better shape than he was then. He sucked down too much.
I'll tell you, he
lost his legs in the Olympia. I don't see him making the same mistake.
No, he messed up then. He's fixed that. I mean, hopefully he fixed that because he's never messed that up. He's never been like that. So he should have fixed that. But I think Hani was a better fit for him, but Hani's not coaching anymore.
Right.
And he was very nervous. I mean, I hear friends with mutual friends like he was very nervous, and stressed out a lot, having to he really had all his trust in Hani. So that's a big switch too.
Yeah,
When you're someone like Derek that needs somebody to kind of hold your hand. A lot of other people's don't. He's a very one of those clients that really, really needs a coach, needs the assurance, needs somebody
right.
there with him.
Yeah. I like with Aceto, I like the idea of keeping him big and full and waiting till the last couple of weeks to suck him down, because it looked like when he diets down too hard, it looks like he loses his legs and loses that wow factor. And I just don't think that's going to happen this time around. If that,
You trust Chris Aceto, right?
absolutely, absolutely.
Okay, that's Andrew Jack coach too now.
Yeah, I fully agree. That's why I think Andrew Jack will be battling for third or fourth. I don't think Derek and Andrew. I don't think Andrew could beat a Derek that's on point. I just don't think he could beat him on point. I mean, Derek's back shots are probably the best back shots in fucking bodybuilding when he's on.
Get over it.
It is. It is. He got the best back shots for sure.
Yeah, you know.
He did. Doesn't anymore.
Yeah, and
That ship sailed. That's like the Titanic hitting an iceberg. It's going down this weekend.
Dorian, weigh in on me. What do you think, Dorian?
I'm Team Derek. I really hope he pulls it off.
So do I.
Him and Aceto, that combination puts it together and it comes in right. I think what you just said, I think he's got one of the best backs, because this year I've known Derek since he's been competing as an amateur, and he's not structured. He's kind of built like Clarita in a way. Those guys got small heads, they got small joints, and Derek's waist is super tiny. So that makes his proportions just outstanding.
Yeah.
So I think Derek, I'm Team Derek. I hope he pulls it off. I really do.
Yeah, if anybody is going to beat Samson, it is going to be Derek. I just don't see that happening right now. Samson seems to have the formula down. The one thing that is in Samson's favor is he likes to compete, which means he never lets himself get really too out of shape. And he is, it really didn't take much for him to get in shape for this show, and don't be surprised after the Olympia if he does another one or two shows. He likes to compete.
And the more you compete too, and you know what it's like, you get that last week or two fine tuning down to an art. That can make a big difference, because you compete once or twice a year, then it's more of a guessing game. See what happens. You compete a few times, then you get that fine tuning down where it counts those last few days. It's the only way to learn is to do it. So
yeah. Get on, weigh in on that, because I know you're a big fan of what I just said.
Yeah, he's exactly right. And we've talked about that for since we started this. Since we started doing this, I couldn't figure out why guys are just reluctant to get on stage. And you don't learn your body unless you do it. And the more these guys learn their craft and perfecting, there has to be a certain comfort level. Like, I'll give you an example. Like seeing Derek 4 weeks ago when we're like, oh, dude, he's not going to make it. He's not going to. You have to know that in Derek's mind, he was probably paranoid as shit, because he was probably never that out of shape 4 weeks out. Now, let's just say he peaks perfectly and Chris knew what he was doing. And they hit. Now, next time he knows, hey, I could look this way 4 weeks out instead of doing what he did for the Olympia, where he sucked down too long, too much, and he lost his legs. So it's learning how to fine tune and learning how to manipulate and learning what your body is capable of doing in the last couple of weeks of prep that really makes a difference between a top pro that understands the process and somebody who's trying it out because, hey, I haven't done this in a year. Let me see what happens.
Right. Yeah, it's a big difference. Go ahead, Armon. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I think last year I think they really just messed up last year. And, I think Derek is going to come looking in better for sure than at the Olympia.
I mean, the question was, do you think that making sure you compete on a regular basis helps you stay in shape for contest?
Yeah, I mean, that depends who you are. Like I've had, clients, some people's body can only take so much. Then they really, like, mentally, they just really can't take anymore.
Right.
Other people are different, where they can just, like, keep going. And I think that's the best way to do it, because when you take a break or when you stop for a year, I remember I was out for my shoulder. I didn't want to even come back. So once you take a little bit too long of time out, but you need that at certain times. The off season, a year or maybe a year and a half to put the size on. Maybe one or two times, but competing more like Lee said is I mean it's ideal, but like can they afford it? A lot of these guys, a lot of them don't have the sponsors to afford to do it either, to compete that much either.
Yeah, all that comes into play. Yeah, I fully agree. The thing with Samson is he doesn't have to put any more size on, and he doesn't have any flaws that he has to work on. It used to be his back, used to be his conditioning, and he's kind of figured it all out at this point. So I like his game plan too, and I also gotta have a lot of respect for Derek for coming in third at the Olympia, which it took a toll on him mentally, and jumping right into the Arnold instead of just waiting for the Olympia again, because it's kind of like what Hadi did 2 years ago when he lost, and he's like, well, I got to make a statement now. Let me do the Arnold and show everybody I'm still fucking Hadi, and win the Arnold, which he did. So I kind of gained a lot of respect for Derek for doing that instead of like, going into hiding and being like, well, I was Mr. Olympia. I could just do the Olympia and be done with it. Because, you know, if he doesn't break one or two, people are going to start, really writing him off, right? Like, what's he doing? How come it's the second time he came out of shape? So in his mind, he's got to be one or two in the Arnold,
Not really, though.
You don't think so? Why?
No, it's his first year. I ain't even gonna say 6 months working with Chris Tito.
Yeah.
Like, you got to be kind of balance there, you know what I'm saying, to where you got to give your coach time to figure out your body. But being who his coach is, it's Chris. So I don't know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I
think Chris will cop the shit more than Derek if he's being, like Bo said, being his first time working with Chris. If he's not in shape, I think they will give Derek the pass, but they're going to come down hard on Chris.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. But you made a good point, Armon, and does Chris hold your hand if you need it? Because he doesn't seem like that kind of trainer.
He's not like Hani. No, I worked with Hani. I never worked with Chris, but a lot of my clients have, and or ex-clients have. I got some clients from Chris over the years, but no, he's not. He's not the same as Hani. He's real meticulous, and Chris is a little more laid back and kind of telling you kind of what to do. Hani is a lot more just on, like, really on you.
Right.
And that's what I thought worked very good for Derek. Like last year, I just think they messed up.
Yeah.
And it's going to be on Chris to keep him not just your diet. Hey, you got to be able to keep him like emotionally okay and mentally okay, because he's the type of guy like Samson. I think he's got his wife. They got their setup now that works. I think he's confident straight going in. Right. Derek is just like all over. I'm sure he's having a nervous breakdown. I really do think he's having a hard time.
I hope for him
going into the show.
He does it, because
and also he's always so saying, like stuff like, if this isn't right for me this year. So he could be one of these guys that just hangs up bodybuilding right away because he, prayed and God told him to, whatever, not bodybuild anymore. It's not the right path for you. And he could be one of these guys that just quit like that. And you just never know with Derek. That's his mindset.
Okay. He needs a cheerleader. His cheerleader doesn't necessarily have to be his coach, although ideally that would be great. But if his wife is his cheerleader, or if a good friend or a training partner is a cheerleader, because not that I'm anywhere near that category, but when I competed, I always needed a cheerleader because I would always look in the mirror and think I look like shit no matter what, So if it was not my training partner or the guys in the gym or somebody had to like get in my head, And I remember Guy Del Corso like training me, and he was great for that, like, basically getting your spirits up. And it was probably a full-fledged lie, but he said to me, he was looking at me in the locker room in his gym, in Guy's gym, and that's what it was called, Guy's gym. And he was going through the poses, and he could see it in my face. And he said to me, I ran into somebody that's got a kid going into I think it was actually Jason's show. He trained me to go in to do your show, Jay, the Muscle Beach. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he said, I saw a guy, I got a friend of mine who was training a kid to go into Muscle Beach, and I told him, boy, I hope your man's not a light heavyweight because my man is winning the whole thing. But it was probably a lie, but he knew that he had to put that in my head to boost my ego because he could see it in my face and in my energy that I was not as confident as I should be. And I think there's probably a lot to that, especially toward the end, like when you're.
Did you win it? Did you win it? Light heavy?
I came in second light heavy and won the
It
Masters.
was a lie. So it was a lie.
That's a complete lie. Yeah, yeah.
Well, he tried. He tried.
Hey, listen, you get it's need for effort, But yeah, if Derek needs somebody like that, it doesn't necessarily have to be. It doesn't necessarily have to be your coach, although ideally it could be. But
he keep a group of people around him though.
Yeah, like Mike Tyson used to have a guy named, I think his name was Alligator, and all this guy would do was cheer Mike Tyson on. He would pay him like over 100,000 a year to tell Mike Tyson he was the greatest fighter that ever lived, all the time. That was it. And some guys need that, So it is,
I mean, Phil Heath had.
If it comes from people close, though, then you don't really believe it because you're just saying that because you're my close friend. You're just saying that because you're my wife or something. It's like sometimes they might be telling the truth, but you don't really believe them because they're too close to you.
Yeah. What were you gonna say, Armon?
I mean, Phil Heath he had Hani, but he also had a coach, like a life coach that traveled with him for keeping athletes like on point, like with him at his later Olympias. Like he had that with him. So he had Hani coaching him. They had that guy keeping him calm, sports psychologist, I think it was.
Did you see Phil do that video where it's like motivational? Giles showed me when I was in England, where he's out on the balcony with all these people. He's like, "Come on now, get your old self and throw it over the edge. Throw it over the edge." Have you ever seen this video?
I've never seen that before.
Yeah, that'll make me jump.
See if you can Google it. It's like the worst motivational. Come on, people, now get yourself and let's go to the edge and throw your old self.
That could really that could really be taken the wrong way. But Dorian, are you that kind of guy, Dorian, that needs a cheerleader, or you're just kind of like level-headed and very even keel throughout your prep?
I've been thinking about this as you guys have been talking about it. I was Dave there for 8 years, and Dave missed 2 shows out of the 26 shows we've done together.
Wow.
And it was nice having Dave there. Do I think I needed it? No, but I remember being at the Texas Pro this year, and Dave passed before that, and not having that really was just kind of a kick in the pants that I didn't have that still.
Right. Sure.
I think I am kind of a chill guy and I don't need that, but I, realize how much I appreciated that.
Right. Now your new trainer, I heard he doesn't give 2 fucks. He's just like, I heard the new guy you got is just taking your money and running. That's what I heard. No. If you guys don't know, Arntz is training Dorian to do the Masters Olympia.
Oh yeah. Wouldn't trust that Jason guy. No fuck. There's your first mistake.
He hasn't even up yet. He's still beefing up.
So basically we got 1, 2, and 3 for the most part. Samson, Derek, Andrew. For the most part. I mean, we might mix them up, mix and match, but for the most part, we all kind of agree that's going to be. But then you got a lot of dark horses, man. You got Hollingshead. You have, to me, the dark horses are going to be obviously Carlos, Hollingshead, and Clarita. The other 3 guys, I think, are going to come in the at the end of the line.
What about Akeem?
Oh, right. Sorry, I apologize.
That's who
Akeem.
I got. Yeah. I got Akeem and Brendan in the top 5.
I wouldn't be surprised if Akeem could. I'm not saying. I'm saying I wouldn't be surprised if Akeem knocks Andrew out of the third spot or 4th.
I wouldn't be either.
I could see that.
I think out of the top 3 there, the one who could probably fuck up the most would be Andrew to drop down, not the other 2. I think Samson and Derek, even though Derek's working with Chris for the first time, I think those 2 are going to pretty be more stable, whereas Andrew is the one who could be 3rd, but then drop down to something like 8th if he fucks up and somebody else will move him.
Yeah.
And he does his last show. I mean, they were way off last time.
Yeah.
Way off,
Like y'all told y'all though, y'all got to remember Every show that Andrew did outside the Olympia, he looked good.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, yeah.
He,
For some
he
reason,
dominated them shows.
yeah,
Think
and
about it, man.
absolutely, and that's why I say like he's the type of bodybuilder that can kill any show except the fucking Olympia or the Arnold. I don't know if it's
Well, he's done the Arnold before, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's
Has he
where
done?
show card too.
Look, I'm gonna
Well,
bring up
well,
Akeem because he actually Akeem has a uh well he's just doing a bicep curl.
I'm telling you, I got Akeem and
Yeah.
Brandon in the
Like,
top 5.
Akeem's just doing a bicep curl here, and you could just see from that bicep curl. Now, this is what I saw. This is because that's actually strong.
He needs to work on him a bit, doesn't he?
Yeah, yeah. This is
Those-
strong and shapely, and this is
Those ain't
basically.
Lee pre-songs. I know that much.
But look
That's how mine look with protein on them.
but look how thin the skin and vascular, and how round that it's just really fucking impressive.
I mean, in person, like I've seen him plenty of times backstage with my other competitors. Him actually in person compared to all the other guys, he looks like he's the winner. Like he's just so impressive in person. He's huge, but when under those lights, he's got the really dark skin. It's a little thick, and
See.
so it looks different on stage than in person. In person, if you were to line him up backstage, you'd be like, oh man, that guy's winning the show.
Right.
Like he's
Yeah.
that impressive in person.
Yeah.
Reminds me of that fitness. Remember Nimrod King?
Yeah.
Nimrod. Yeah.
Reminds me of that fitness of Nimrod where you just stand there and just standing there was just fucking massive.
Yeah. The thing is though,
Tiny
Armon, the last couple of shows he did, what was the one that he just won? What was it? Prague? I don't remember which one it was. He finally fucking nailed it. He finally dialed in his condition and he finally nailed it. And when he nails it, his trouble shots are not troubled anymore. So when he does a rear double bi with his high lat insertion, when he nails his conditioning, his bottom part of lats, his back, it actually protrudes, and you could see muscle fibers, and it doesn't look like a shot that's not good on him. When he doesn't nail it, that shot's not very good on him. But when he nails it, it's just fucking unbelievable. Let me see if I can find it.
I say, can you stop playing this, making us feel bad, for fuck's sake?
Yeah, really.
Yeah, right.
And,
I'm getting depressed watching that.
It's
Let me
making
see,
me
'cause-
fucking good.
Arntz actually breaks this down much better than I do. That's not a good shot. That's not what I'm talking about. Arntz breaks it down much better than me when he is actually doing a rear double bi.
Hold on. Go back up. Go back up.
All right, here's what I mean. This was, I forgot what show this was. I think this is the one that he won. You see, he has he has a high lat insertion, but when he's conditioned, you could still see all of this, and your eyes don't go to the high lat insertion anymore. It's just his lower lats are just incredibly impressive now.
Dude, those aren't his lower lats. Those are his erectors. They're
Right,
fucking
correct.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just
those
don't know
are-
the proper terminology. See here, perfect. Here is like he's not nailing it, right? So you just see a long torso and high lat insertion. But when
They
he,
give him
It's a
too much.
bad
They give
guy.
him too much trouble about his. They give him too much trouble about his.
but when
back.
he
Like,
nails it, when he fucking nails it, his what do they call that spot again, Jay?
your erectors.
It just looks so impressive.
Mhm.
I'm trying to see.
See that back shot. It only gives him trouble when he stands next to somebody like a Derek or even a
Right.
Nick Walker. You know what I mean? Everybody else he would beat with that back shot.
But even saying that, that's why I always hate when they say shows are won from the back, because, okay, he might lose those back shots to Derek and somebody else, but then when they turn to the front, they do the side-on shots. Hakeem's fucking looks incredible. So I don't get two poses can always outmuster every other pose when you put them all together.
Yeah, his
And
side
like-
shots are.
Lats make you look better in a front lat spread and a front double bicep because it makes your waist look so much smaller.
Right. Next time I see him, I gotta ask him how he fits in this fucking car. How does he fit in that fucking car? There's no.
It doesn't matter. Once you get in, you look
Holy
fucking.
shit.
Who cares?
Dorian, where is he?
Corvette.
He left. He's gone.
Here.
Very uncomfortable.
Dorian, how do you you have trouble fitting in your vet? How the fuck does this guy fit in this goddamn car?
Yeah, dude. It's tight. I mean, once you're in there and you're riding it,
Exactly. It's
fine.
good.
But getting in and getting out is a bitch.
How do you is it really? How do you get in and out of that thing?
Well, you pivot, put both your feet on the ground, and
Say
like
that
put
again?
your arm up on the part of the car, like by the windshield, like wedge yourself up out of there.
How do you get in it?
Yeah. So it's like you turn sideways and you drop your ass in the seat.
You gotta put some of that Diddy oil on to get in there.
Yeah, right. You need WD-40 to squeeze your ass in there. The other guy, let's see. The other guy that we really should be talking about is Clarita.
Well, James and Clarita both look good under that light at Pro Gym.
We'll pull up. We'll definitely go to James. But did I get the right? Yeah, this is him.
Where's that? There's that one of him posing in that posing room there at
Yeah,
Pro
I'm trying to
not
get
there.
it. Oh, you know what it is? He's on an RX muscle. That's it. Where is he?
Buckley Priest on
Right
there.
here. He just looks. He's just got to control his stomach. Like his stomach is distended a little bit.
He's just so thick.
Yeah, it's insane.
But I'm gonna show y'all something. Wait till you turn around. Look at his legs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
What do you mean, Bo? What do you mean by his like? You think they downsized a little bit?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, they look from the front. Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. That's a
It's
good
just
thing.
the shadowing. It's the shadowing in the black wall.
Because from the side they pop.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to tell in the lighting.
Nick on the leg part from the side now. We know this.
Yeah, good point, Bo. Good point.
From the side, the best side leg shot is a king.
Oh, no question. Absolutely. It's his legs out from the side. It looks like a Clydesdale. It's fucking ridiculous. Now Holling said,
I think he finna bring it though.
Is that James beneath him there on RX?
I think. Oh, is that? Yeah, you might be right. Let me see.
I think it was.
Yeah, you're probably right. Right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, look. I'm a big fan of James Hollingshead. He looks like a superhero Viking.
Yeah, he is thick. He got a lot of muscle on him right now.
I think this guy is looking at,
And James is one of those too. He actually looks bigger in person. Like even his height there and stuff, you don't get it in person. James is a lot more impressive than what he photographs and videos.
Yeah, he's a big guy. It doesn't translate on stage at all.
I just think we're looking at 5, 6, 7 with him. I hate to say it because I'm a huge fan. But...
Best lineup at the Arnold in a long time.
Say that again.
This is probably the best lineup at the Arnold in a long time.
Yeah, this is going to be the best lineup he's ever been in. Oh no, he did the Olympia one year, right? Didn't do too well.
Yeah.
I remember he missed the mark. But he's probably one of the hardest workers. I'll tell you that much. Especially in the gym, he trains like a fucking lunatic. But I think
probably him and Hakeem and Hattie probably the hardest workers. I done seen.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, definitely. I just I think it's going to be a dogfight, to be honest with you. Once you get past the top 3.
Buckley Priest in his predictions.
Oh yeah, let's see that. Yeah, let's see. Top 5. Let's see where.
Is that guy even pro? Who picked this?
Nah.
You got Andrew Jack in 2nd and James in 4th.
I just did that to fuck with people. You should see the comments.
You should have put James winning. They would have called you racist.
Should have put Patrick at first.
Oh, shit, that's right. He's doing the show, right? Let's see how I totally forgot about him.
Patrick gonna mess around and shock everybody.
Yeah, Patrick's gonna be in shape. Patrick's gonna be in shape. I just don't think he's got the size to compete with these guys. Oh, he's still got this fucking thing on.
Yeah, he'll look great, but he just he don't have the size to stand next to those guys.
Yeah, no, definitely not. You know.
That's
I
it.
hope he makes it to the stage. He could have a fight on that night and not make it to the stage.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
The guy could come. The gym owner could come collect his money in Ohio.
No shit.
Y'all something wrong, man. Y'all don't spread nobody.
Watch him show up just to mess his cortisol levels up. Just like think if the gym owner just showed up at a show.
Oh
No,
no!
the gym owner stands there and goes, "I see you just sold. I see you just sold 30 photos or 300 photos, $10 each. Now you got the money. Pay me back."
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm gonna have to say that I think Patrick, Bonak, and Brandon are gonna be at the end of the line. I think Justin Rodriguez is gonna come in dead last.
It's going to be at the end of the line.
There's just somebody has to who's very close to Justin has to have a serious talk with him and say, I think your best days are behind you, dude. Let's see.
And Justin love competing, man. You can't.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But the thing is, a lot of these guys, if they stop competing, their mental health is going to go to shit. So if they're still able to, even get up there and do it,
Wrong with Justin.
Go for it, because once they quit.
IFBB Justin.
Oh, is that what it is?
Y'all just said it though. Y'all wondering why a lot of pros don't compete. He compete.
Yeah, you're right. He does. He just looks terrible doing it.
Yeah, he compete.
Your mental health doesn't go to shit once you retire. Look at me. Well, maybe don't use me. Don't use me for an example.
This is what I mean. This is 3 days ago.
Yeah.
This is 3 days.
He's older too. I mean, what's he like 41,
he's up
42,
there.
something?
Listen, the
like
Justin Rodriguez from 6 years ago, 7 years ago was a dangerous bodybuilder.
Yeah.
But in the last 2 years,
You could do the Masters Olympia.
he could do the Masters Olympia, absolutely. I wonder who's going to do the Masters
I
Olympia.
don't think he's that old.
This was a week ago.
Well, Brandon talking about doing it.
See, Brandon could win it. Brandon could win the fucking Masters Olympia. I would totally think he should do it.
Bonak could win it.
Absolutely. Those guys should definitely do the Masters. That should be a no-brainer.
I want to do it. To get do open.
You old motherfucker.
I want to do it.
I forget how old you are, Bo. To me, you're still like, in your 30s. You know what I mean?
That's why I be telling people. Everybody say that age. Man, that age, hey, I can't tell. That age don't matter, man.
But guys like that, Brandon, Bonak, it should be a no-brainer. They should do the Masters. How old is Akeem?
So Justin's 38.
So Justin could do the Masters Olympia. Oh no, wait, no, it's
He's
40 and over.
38.
40th, right?
It's 40 and over,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
How old is Akeem?
I think he's 38,
So he can't do it yet either.
37, 38, somewhere in there.
But guys like
Masters should be over 50. Should be over 50 at the Masters.
you think so?
Yeah. Come on. Look at the guys competing in the Open. There's some of them in their 40s and still doing good. The Masters should be like for someone like Jason and I who get this brain fart and go, I can still do it, and come back in the 50s.
Yeah.
We don't want these guys who look great at 40 beating us. This is for like the washed up, but we think mentally we can do it again. That's our category.
Yeah.
I know I can't do it again. There's no way.
We know that, but mentally, yes, we can.
Akeem's 40. Akeem's 40.
Akeem can win the whole fucking Masters Olympia if he does.
Mm-hmm.
But y'all know what's called gonna come back though. Kamal, he won it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think he's like what, 51 or something?
Nah, he about 50.
Yeah, 53. I think.
Probably about 53, 54.
Yeah, I think 53.
Yeah.
Dorian, have you spoken to Phil Clayhar? Is he thinking about doing the Masters Olympics? I remember last year he did it.
Well, he did his whole retirement thing. I think he's going to do it, I think he wants to do it, even though he just retired.
He's another guy. He's another guy.
On Matt's last show, he said, I'm not dieting down right now for nothing or watching what I'm eating for nothing. So I think he sort of hinted there in that comment.
But depending on who is going to be there, Dorian's going to do pretty damn well at that Masters Olympics.
Phil Heath and Kai Green are coming back for the Masters.
Oh yeah. Kai Green comes back every 2 weeks apparently.
I also saw Kevin Levrone might be doing a comeback.
I heard
The
that.
fuck out of here again.
Yeah.
He said something about he gonna announce something probably with the first of the month or something like that.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
He could. I mean, his upper body comes back like crazy. He could.
His legs don't, though. He could should do wheelchair then.
Yeah. He needs to go get some. He needs to go get some stem cell. I don't think he's done any stem cell in his knees.
No,
Yeah.
man, just hang it up. This is the problem with a lot of athletes, and it's not just bodybuilders. It's professional athletes in general. They can't fucking let go. You know, your best days are behind you. Guys like Kai, Kevin, they got nothing to fucking prove. These are the guys that done the best guys to ever walk on that stage. You just
But if it makes them happy, like go ahead because
Come
what
on,
are they
you
going to be
better,
else?
you better
They're
not,
going
you
to be
better not
they're going to
talk.
be
You
sitting
better
at
not,
home.
you better
Yeah.
not talk to me like this in 2029, John. When I come back to do the Masters,
2029 is that
you
what you're gonna come
asshole.
back?
You better not be negative about me when this sort of talk. You said I need
No.
people in my corner. You're going to tell me how fucking good I look every week.
As long as I could be in the sequel, the documentary, or your sequel documentary.
I have to see you in the
Um,
sequel. Be like, I told Lee not to do it. I don't know what he's thinking. I've told him his best days are behind him, but you know,
yeah.
he'll do what he wants to do.
Yeah, Armon, I get it. I fully get it. Like, if that makes you happy, like, we always bring up Vinny Galante, that's what he wants to do, blah, blah,
A lot
blah.
of these other guys, they don't have anything else going. If you don't have kids, and like if I didn't have kids, and let's say I was still bodybuilding or something like that, and I wouldn't quit if my placements were getting worse, and I still loved it. If I
Yeah.
looked like awful, yeah. But I mean, like, what else am I gonna do? I don't have kids. I'm gonna
Yeah.
quit. I'm gonna be watching these other people compete. I'm like, oh man, I could probably have, still done it and done, at least okay.
Yeah. See, in my humble opinion, I think what a great athlete should do is transition that energy into something else. And use your name as a brand. Like, I'll use Jason Arntz as an example. He was a great athlete, and he transitioned all his energy into his supplement line. And everybody knows that I Prevail Sups is Jason Arntz' supplement line, and that gives it validity. You don't necessarily have to do a supplement line, but if you could transition your energy into something else, knowing that your best days are behind you, you could be fulfilled in your life doing that, right? Like, look, I wasn't a good
Thank you,
body.
Oprah.
What?
I said, thank you, Oprah.
Yeah.
But you got to understand that it
Oh,
ain't in
thank you for this.
bodybuilding, the age go up now. So they got the masters, and your age you can compete at 40 on up now.
Yeah.
In just the regular show. So
No, you're 100% right. But most guys, Bo, don't have your genetics, man. You keep getting better. Like, you're a freak of nature.
I
Yeah,
took
I'm just guessing.
2023 off and came back and did 2 shows in 24.
That's right. And you came in second in both of them.
And the
Yeah,
thing
so-
with
What age did you start? It always matters what age you started bodybuilding because that beats your body up, and that
That's true.
if you start later on, you can go a long way. That's why a lot of these guys can go in their almost 50s because they start later on. Most teenagers, like I started competing at teenage, you beat your body up at a young age, and then by a certain age, it can't do much. But
Tell me about
what age did you start, Bo?
38.
Yeah, it's just started. You
Yeah.
started.
Yeah.
And then didn't take roids till I was 40.
Yeah, so his body,
And
he
there-
could probably
and there I
do
was
60.
and I was competing at 13. But out of all of us here and everyone in the bodybuilding world, if Bo retires, come on now, he's actually got the talent to go into other industries. We don't.
Big Daddy Bo and Up in Lights.
Oh no, let me go get my OnlyFans going right quick.
Yeah.
We'll go work for Bo. We'll be his cameraman and shit and lighting specialist.
Oh,
We
yeah.
gonna get money.
Amon, I was looking at that link you sent me. Amon sent me a link that you could. I have to look into it more, but you could have an AI girl on OnlyFans and you manage. It's a fake girl, and you manage it, and all your profits are yours because the girl is fake. But you have to basically pretend behind the scenes that you're this girl, but it's AI, and guys pay to see this fake girl fucking naked or do all kinds of shit to her.
I don't care how much money I got paid. Like I would feel like I'm just corrupting the world and making it even crazier by doing that. I was like, I saw that, but it was like this.
I agree.
Yeah.
Huh?
I agree with you. Yeah, that's
I don't.
that's
I would not feel good about myself.
I
Yeah,
don't.
I'm
I don't
actually
stay
I'm
with
actually
fans. I don't get it. Like if it's someone famous, like a famous movie star, and someone goes, "Oh, she's on OnlyFans," you might check it out of curiosity. But it's like I was saying to my wife, "Thank you, honey. If porn's so readily available on the internet, why would you pay to look at fucking porn when you can look at all these categories for free?" Like I said, unless it
yeah.
was curiosity, someone famous you want to see him. Apart from that, who the fuck's paying for it these days?
Yeah, the thing is the thing with OnlyFans is two things. One, uh you're interacting with the girl. You could have a conversation with the girl. And then the girl can make like special videos for you screaming your name while she's
Oh,
dildoing herself, right? And
You got
here's
to
the other
understand other mindset of guys. Guys fall in love with them.
big time.
They will have a
Big.
relationship just seeing them online, and they will be perfectly happy for the
Yeah.
rest of their life. That's those
isn't
type
it,
of
isn't
guys.
it
Those type of
crazy how
guys.
isn't it crazy how weak men are?
Oh, when it
Yeah,
comes to pussy, it's insane.
yeah.
And
It's
I'll
insane.
give you another reason. A lot of the girls are regular girls. A lot of the girls are girls that might, bartend or a hairdresser, or they're a regular girl. And you might like know of them like from the neighborhood or whatever, and you're like, wait a minute, so and so has OnlyFans? And you're like, God
Like it's like
damn, I
everybody
gotta
now.
check
Everyone.
that out. That girl in the PTA meeting has OnlyFans. Yeah.
Slide me that link.
Yeah. Listen.
It gets gross though. It's like they got that mother that the son videotapes all his mom's content. I'm like,
Oh.
how gross is that? And she's having other people over, and
Yeah.
then there's those other like there's some sisters or no mom that daughter that do it together,
Oh yeah,
and I'm
that's
like
kind of
that's twisted.
yeah.
that seems perfectly normal to me.
I'm with you on that, Lee.
You can check out where you came from. It'd be great.
Yo, Lee, do you realize how much money you would fucking make if you had an OnlyFans?
Who's going to want to pay to see this washed up old cunt masturbating,
Yo, Lee Priest.
pulling his dick? Wow, that'd be exciting. I'll probably make
Yeah.
a dollar.
I guarantee you. All right. Maybe the first couple of months because you're Lee Priest, you'd make some money. Maybe it go downhill after that. But I'm telling you, the shock value of Lee Priest being on the girl from The
No, trust me.
Sopranos.
If I was built like Bo, I would have done it 10 years ago, mate. That's all you would fucking see right now.
The girl from The Sopranos has an OnlyFans. What's her name? The one that was the young girl, the girlfriend.
Charlie Sheen's daughter. That all came up.
What the fuck is the girl?
Adrienne?
Yes, Adriana from The Sopranos. She has an OnlyFans, and now
Wow.
she's like in her 50s now.
You looked at it, John?
Don't answer that. Don't answer that. Incrimination.
Wait.
Plead the fifth.
You love Sopranos. You know you fucking signed up.
I'm gonna go watch it right now. I mean, Sopranos.
It's no shit.
My All right, that's another story. I'm not saying that story on the air.
And incriminate yourself right
Yeah,
now.
that one's too much. It's not a surprise. Somebody else. I'm not saying that story on the air. I'll let you guys know before next time. There was somebody who was on OnlyFans, and I was like, I gotta see this shit.
Text me.
Yeah. You guys are fucked up. Now, let me tell you, I got some fucked up friends. Dorian, you are the most sane, grounded individual I know. You are some kind of serial killer. There's got to be something fucked up about you.
Innocent till proven guilty.
Yeah.
Plead the fifth.
Anytime somebody is like so well grounded and is such a fucking straight, there's always got to be something. Like look at Lee, he's a fuckface, he's a fucking shit show. Arnold sticks his dick in peanut butter. Armon has danced for gay guys. Bo was in prison, and I'm just a shitheel. There's got to be. Come on, give us a crazy story. I know you got one.
Well, let me think of a crazy story, and I'll tell it to you next week. I can't think of anything off the top of my head.
Really?
Fighting, weird shit, like, girl issues.
When I was young, going through high school, I was a real small kid. I wrestled 103 for 3 years and 125 my senior year.
Wow.
I was a real shithead, and I got away with so much shit because I was small. I could talk shit. I could cuss people out, and I was too small to fuck with.
Did you have big friends? I hope.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, that happens a lot.
I
Yeah,
had the team on my back.
yeah. When you got big
But
friends,
as I started to get older, I had to change my personality because I was just kind of like a dick and a bully, and it wasn't really getting me anywhere.
Yeah, I knew it. I knew it. There had to be
But
something.
I've gotten in some fights in college where I almost got in some decent trouble for it.
Yeah.
But I remember once when I was in high school, I went out to the rock quarry out near where I lived, and this abandoned rock quarry. It's not in commission anymore, but they had this bulldozer, and they had the keys in it and everything. I got that bulldozer, and I just fucking bulldozed the whole fucking place. Parked the back in his place and left like nothing happened.
What did you knock? What did you
They
bulldoze?
know what happened there.
There was trees, and I don't know. There's all that.
Whatever was in your way, you would just destroyed everything.
But it's hilarious because I was like 100 pounds, and I'm on this fucking giant bulldozer, just fucking destroying everything.
Jesus.
I was kind of a vandal when I was young.
All right, good.
That
on
sounds
board.
like
But
me.
you
The
know,
night there was a bus. There was this bus parked behind the funeral parlor when I was younger, and we used to go on and play on there because you could just open the door of the bus. One day, my mates wouldn't let me on. I'm like, "Fuck you!" So I went in there. I grabbed an old mattress that was in the car park near it, put it in the bus, set it on fire. I didn't realize how quick those fuckers go up. But I got up home on the hill,
Man.
and I'm watching all this smoke, and my mum's like, "I wonder what's going on down there." I'm like, "Don't know, it must be a fire. I'll go check it out." I go down there. The bus is ablaze. It's almost burning down the funeral parlor. And this old guy's like, "It's probably fucking young kids. They come here all the time." I'm like, "Yeah, it probably is, isn't it?"
Hey, that was a little
I'm
prick.
watching. It's true. The arsonist goes back to the scene of the crime because there I was watching my handiwork. I didn't expect it to fucking go up like that, though.
Holy shit.
But with when people like serve prison time, it's like people look at them a certain way and all and that kind of stuff. I'm like, look, dude, like everybody I known could have got in trouble for and potentially gone to
Absolutely.
prison.
Yeah.
People just don't get caught. I mean, something simple like you're partying weekend, you have some drugs on you, you get in a bad fight, the person falls down, they bust their head open, you're going,
Yeah. Driving home
everybody.
drunk. You know how many times I drove home drunk and I
Yeah.
made it? It would
You kill the whole family. Yeah, you kill the whole family driving
Yeah.
home drunk. You never know. And people change there's so many people that change their lives, and people just like always look at that, like that back there, and they're a completely different person. They're not even the same person.
I fully agree. All right.
Right.
Oh yeah, Bo's a different person.
That's what I hate about Australia, because a lot of people, if you have a criminal record, they won't let you into Australia. And I'm like,
Oh yeah, that's
right.
This country was built on fucking criminals. And it's like Armon said, if you did something when you were younger or 10, 15 years ago and you've paid your dues, you've been to jail, did whatever, who the fuck are they to say you can't come into a country now because you got this bad past? People fucking change. Yeah, granted, some don't, but come on. It's like, if people have done their time, let them into a fucking country. Because I've got friends
I
that can't
forgot
come
about that. They won't let Mike Tyson into Australia, right? Because
Yeah,
no, they won't, because he had remember years ago he had that one man show, and it was touring everywhere, and they tried to tour in Australia, but they wouldn't let him in because of his allegations on the past.
Australia kept fucking Candace Owen out. That's how fucking bad we are, because she might come here, and with her belief, she might start trouble. It's like, come on, like, fuck off.
Wow. What are you gonna do? All right, gentlemen. All the respect and love in the world. We shall see what happens this weekend. I am undecided whether it's Bo. You said the Arnold Classic is free.
Yeah, I got the email. I sent it to them.
If the Arnold Classic's free, I don't see why covering it doesn't make any sense, because people aren't going to watch it if it's free. They're not going to watch me commentate.
Say that. Armon is doing play-by-play for RX Muscle with King Kamali in that, aren't you?
For the Arnold?
Yeah, they asked us to do. They asked like me and King, I think, and Lee too. They said Lee and.
Not me. I got better things to do, like watch the grass grow.
I guess they didn't like. I guess they didn't like me and Jason last time so much, huh?
Yeah, we did that. Remember?
Yeah, sons of bitches.
They get different people. I mean,
we'll do our own. We'll do our own.
Now I'm gonna have to, and I'm gonna have to do my own cocksuckers. Now I'm gonna have to
do the comedy one. We'll do the comedy version where we get
yeah, we won't talk about it at all.
Well, a lot of people go to the show too. I mean, Sid just texted me like not too long ago, like several days ago, I said, hey, you want to do it with this? Yeah, I'm fine.
All right, that's cool.
Well, we should do one, John and Jason, and whatever Armon and all the other people say, we'll say the complete opposite. We'll just be total opposite.
Yeah, we should definitely do that.
We'll do it naked. We'll make it an OnlyFans Arnold tribute.
Ah,
Yeah, I know. I got to be on that one.
Bo's got to join us.
I got to be on that.
Yeah. Thanks, Jason. We don't already feel bad enough about ourselves. We've got to be naked with Bo. Thanks. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, really.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I got to turn the heat up in the room here and start fluffing now.
You can fluff for 100 years. It's never going to be fucking
My
Bo.
camera went out. I don't know what's going on. My camera's not working.
He got the Diddy. He's got the Diddy on. Guarantee would get more views than the Arnold Classic.
Yeah, look
Bo
at
was
him.
doing that.
Right here.
Oh, shit. All right, you sick fucks. I'll see what I can put together for this weekend.
All right, boys.
Y'all have a good
later.
night. Peace out.